Hello my dear children, how are you all? I hope all of you are doing well. Do you remember what we have learned in last class? We have learned a chapter, the famous villager. We learned the story of our first President of India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. We have started the activity part also. Today we'll see the prepositions of time. Children, do you know what are prepositions of time? Prepositions of time are words that say when something happened. Did you understand? I'll show you some examples. See this, children. We went to Bhubaneswar. We went to Bhubaneswar in June. In June. We went to Bhubaneswar in June. Here, in is the preposition. In is the word that tells us when this incident happened. So, we went to Bhubaneswar in June. So, we went to Bhubaneswar June is an incomplete sentence, and when we add in here, this is a complete sentence, and in is the word that tells us when we went to Bhubaneswar. Did you understand? We went to Bhubaneswar in June. Did you understand, children? I'll show you one more example. The train leaves at 3:20 p.m. The train leaves at 3:20 p.m. Here, at is the preposition. At is the time that tells us when the train leaves. Did you understand? The train leaves at 3:20 p.m. Here, at is the word that tells us when the train leaves. Did you understand, children? So, what are prepositions? What are prepositions of time? Prepositions of time includes words that tell us when something happened. Here, in is the word that tells us when we went to Bhubaneswar. We went to Bhubaneswar in June. In is the word that tells us when we went to Bhubaneswar. In the second example, the train leaves at 3:20 p.m. Here, at is the word that tells us when the train leaves. Did you understand, children? Here we'll go with one more example. Dr. Prasad became president on 26 January 1950. Here, see this example. Dr. Prasad became president on 26 January 1950. Here, on is the preposition of time. On is the word that tells us when Dr. Prasad became the president. Dr. Prasad became president on 26 January 1950. Did you understand, children? So, what are prepositions of time? Prepositions of time includes words that tell us when something happened. Did you understand? Is it clear for you, children? Now, children, I'll show you some more examples. Now, look here. We went to Bhubaneswar in June. We have already seen this example. We went to Bhubaneswar in June. Here, in is the preposition. In is the word that tells us when we went to Bhubaneswar. The train leaves at 3:20 p.m. The train leaves at 3:20 p.m. Here, at is the preposition. At is the word that says when does the train leave. When does the train leave? The train leaves at 3:20 p.m. Here, at is the preposition of time. Now see the next one. Dr. Prasad became president on 26 January 1950. When did Dr. Prasad become president? Dr. Prasad became president on 26 January 1950. Here, on is the word that tells us when Dr. Prasad became President of India. Did you understand, children? Now we'll see another example. Zainab came to the playground before 4 o'clock. Zainab came to the playground before 4 o'clock. Here, before is the preposition of time. Here, before is the preposition of time because before is the word that tells us when did Zainab come to the playground. When did Zainab come to the playground? Zainab came to the playground before 4 o'clock. Did you understand, children? When did Zainab come to the playground? Zainab came to the playground before 4 o'clock. Here, before says as when Zainab came to the playground. Before is the preposition of time here. Now, see the next one. She went back home after the game. She went back home after the game. Here, after is the preposition of time. After is the word that tells us when she went back home. So, when did she go back? She went back home after the game. After is the preposition that tells us when she went back. Did you understand, children? Here is the next one. Satish will be here by this evening. Satish will be here by this evening. Here, the preposition of time is by. By is the preposition of time here. Satish will be here by this evening. So, by is the word that tells us when Satish will be here. Satish will be here by this evening. Did you understand? Now, see the last one. Hanif talked on the phone for 20 minutes. Hanif talked on the phone for 20 minutes. Here, for is the preposition of time. For is the word that tells us how long Hanif talked on the phone. Did you understand? Here, for is the preposition of time. Did you understand, children? Now we'll read this once again. We went to Bhubaneswar in June. The train leaves at 3:20 p.m. Dr. Prasad became president on 26 January 1950. Zainab came to the playground before 4 o'clock. She went back home after the game. Satish will be here by this evening. Hanif talked on the phone for 20 minutes. Here, in, at, on, before, after, by, and for are the words that tell us when these incidents happened. These words are called prepositions of time. So children, we learned prepositions of time. What are prepositions of time? Prepositions of time are words that says when something happened. In, at, on, before, after, by and for. These are the words that tell us when something happened. So, I'll tell you where we can use all these prepositions. First of all, we'll see in. Now we know that in is a preposition of time. Isn't it, children? We know that in is a preposition of time. Do you know where all we can use in? We can use in with years. We can use in with years. For example, we'll say, I am born in 2009. I am born in 2009. So we can use in with years. I am born in 2009. Did you understand? Now we can use in with months. In with months. We can use in with months. I'll give you an example. We went for a trip in, we can write any month, August. August. We went for a trip in August. We went for a trip in August. Did you understand? So we can use in with years and with months. Did you understand, children? Also, we can use in with seasons. Seasons. We can use in with seasons. I'll show you another example. We have vacation in summer. We have vacation in summer. So, we can use in with season. Do you understand, children? We can use in with season. So, we can use in with years, in with months, and in with season. Did you understand? Also, we can use with parts of the day. We can use in with parts of the day. Can you tell me what are the parts of the day? Morning, afternoon, evening and night. So we can use in with the parts of the day. I'll give you an example. I saw her in the morning. In the morning. So, we can use in with parts of the day. Did you understand, children? I saw her in the morning. I'll repeat this once again. In is used with years, months, season and parts of the day. I am born in 2009. Here we used in with year. We went for a trip in August. Here we used in with month. We have vacation in summer. Here we used in with, yes, season. I saw her in the morning. Here we used in with part of the day. Did you understand, children? So, children, we learned where to use in. Now we know where to use the preposition of time in. Did you understand? Now we are going to see where to use at. Where to use at. I'll show you some examples. We are going to see where to use at. We can use at with the clock time. We can use at with the clock time. The clock time. I'll show you an example. See this, children. We reached the school. We reached the school at 9 a.m. We reached the school at 9 a.m. Here we used at with the clock time. At 9 a.m. We used at with the clock time. Did you understand, children? Now we can use at with festivals. We can use at with festivals. What all festivals you know, children? We know Onam, Diwali, Christmas. We have lots of celebrations or festivals. We can use at with festivals. I'll show you an example. We eat sweets. We eat sweets at Diwali. At Diwali. Did you understand, children? We eat sweets at Diwali. So here at is the preposition of time. At tell us when we eat the sweets. We eat sweets at Diwali. Did you understand? Here at is the preposition of time. Here we used at with festival. Have you seen this? We can use at with festivals. So we used at with the clock time and we used at with festivals. We reached the school at 9 a.m. Here we used at with clock time. We eat sweets at Diwali. Here we used at with festival. Did you understand? I'll show you one more example. We can also use at with the time an event takes place. We can also use at with the time an event takes place. I'll show you an example. We had tea at the end of the film. Here, at is used to show the time an event takes place. Here, we had tea at the end of the film. Here, at is the word that tells us when we had the tea. We had tea at the end of the film. Did you understand, children? Here we use at with the time an event takes place. Did you understand? I'll repeat all these once again. We can use at with the clock time, festivals, and the time an event takes place. We reached the school at 9 a.m. We eat sweets at Diwali. We had tea at the end of the film. Did you understand, children? Now we know where to use at. So, children, we learned where to use in and where to use at. Now we will see where we can use on. Where we can use on. We can use on with the days of the week. With the days of the week. of the week. How many days are there in a week? There are 7 days in a week. So we can use on with any day of the week. We can use on with Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday or Saturday. I'll show you an example. We will go for a picnic. We will go for a picnic on Sunday. On Sunday. So we can use on with the day of the week. We will go for a picnic on Sunday. Here, on is the preposition of time and on says when will we go for a picnic. We will go for a picnic on Sunday. Here, on is the preposition of time and we used on with the day of the week. We used on with the day of the week. Did you understand, children? Now, I'll show you one more example. We can also use on with a date. A date. We can use on with any date. We all know Mahatma Gandhi. So we can write an example. Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi was born on 2nd October. Mahatma Gandhi was born on 2nd October. So here we used on with a date. We used on with a date. Mahatma Gandhi was born on 2nd October. Mahatma Gandhi was born on 2nd October. So we learned where to use on. On can be used with the day of the week and also a date. We will go for a picnic on Sunday. Mahatma Gandhi was born on 2nd October. Did you understand, children? So, children, we learned prepositions of time in, at and on. Now we know where to use in, at and on. Now we'll see the next preposition of time, before. Before is used to talk about something that happens earlier than something else. So, where can we use before? Before is used to talk about something that happens earlier than something else. I'll show you an example. See this, children. I reached the school. I reached the school before the exam. I reached the school before the exam. Here we used before to talk about the incident that I reached school before something else, before the exam. So we have already learned that before is used to talk about something that happens earlier than something else. Here the exam is going on and I reached the school before the exam. I reached the school before the exam. So, before is used to talk about something that happens earlier than something else. So, the exam was going on and I reached the school earlier than the exam. Did you understand? Here, before is the preposition that tell us when I reached the school. I reached the school before the exam. Did you understand? I reached the school before the exam. We can also use before in another example. We had exams. We had exams before the vacation. Before the vacation. Here we used before to talk about the exams that were conducted before the vacation. So, the exams were conducted before the vacation. Here we used before to talk about the exam that was conducted before the vacation. So, we can use before to talk about something that happens earlier than something else. Here, the exams was conducted earlier than the vacation. I'll show you one more example. I washed my hands. I washed my hands before lunch. Before lunch. Here also we used before to talk about an incident that happens before something else. Here I washed my hands before lunch. So I washed my hands earlier than the lunch. Before having the lunch, I washed my hands. Did you understand, children? Here before says us when I washed my hands. I washed my hands before lunch. Did you understand? So children, we learned the prepositions of time in, at, on and before. Now we will see where to use after. 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 So after is used to talk about something, to talk about something. After is used to talk about something that happens later than something else. So, after is used to talk about something that happens later than something else. I'll show you an example. We went home. We went home after the game. After the game. We went home after the game. Here after is the word that tells us when we went home. We went home after the game. We went home after the game. So after is used to talk about something that happens later than something else. Here I went home after the game. Did you understand, children? We went home after the game. That means we went home later than the game. Okay, we went home after the game. So after is used to talk about something that happens later than something else. I'll show you one more example. We will go for picnic. We will go for picnic after this week. We will go for picnic after this week. That means we will go for picnic the next week. That means after this week. So after is used to talk about something that happens later than something else. We will go for picnic after this week. Did you understand, children? We went home after the game. We will go for picnic after this week. Did you understand where to use after? After is used to talk about something that happens later than something else. So we learned the prepositions of time in, at, on, before and after. Now we'll see the next one, by. We'll see where to use by. By. By is used to talk about something that by is used to talk about something that finishes before a particular date or time. So by is used to talk about something that finishes before a particular date or time. We'll see some examples. You should reach here by 3 o'clock. You should reach here by 3 o'clock. That means you should reach here before 3 o'clock. So we learned by is used to talk about something that finishes before a particular date or time. That means you should reach here by 3 o'clock. Here by 3 o'clock means before 3 o'clock. That means you should reach here at 2:30 or 2:45. You should reach here before 3 o'clock. Did you understand, children? So where can we use by? By is used to talk about something that finishes before a particular date or time. And see the example. You should reach here by 3 o'clock. Did you understand? I'll show you one more example. You should come by this evening. You should come by this evening. That means you should come before the evening. Now, I'll read this once again. By is used to talk about something that finishes before a particular date or time. We have two examples here. You should reach here by 3 o'clock. You should come by this evening. Did you understand, children? Now, we'll see where to use the preposition for. For. For is used to talk about how long something lasts. So, for is used to talk about how long something lasts. I'll show you an example. We were in our uncle's home. We were in our uncle's home for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. We were in our uncle's home for 2 weeks. That means we stayed there for 2 weeks. How long did we stay there? We stayed there for 2 weeks. So, for is used to talk about how long something lasts. Did you understand, children? So, we learned the prepositions in, at, on, before, after, by and for. Did you understand? Now we'll do an activity. So children, we learned prepositions of time. Now we are going to do an activity. See this activity C2. Complete each sentence by choosing the answer that goes with the preposition of time. Tick the correct answer. So we have 8 sentences here and we have to find out the correct word that goes with the prepositions of time. Shall we do it, children? So, see the first one. Mr. Daniel traveled to Singapore in the summer, 4:15, Friday. Can you tell me which is the answer? Mr. Daniel traveled to Singapore in. Yes, we learned that we can use in with seasons. Mr. Daniel traveled to Singapore in the summer. This is the answer. In the summer. Now, see the second one. The museum closes at Sunday, 5 p.m., 27 February. So, we learned that we can use at with time of clock. The museum closes at 5 p.m. So, this is the answer. Now, see the third one. Julie was not well on 2003 Wednesday morning. Can you tell me which is the answer? Julie was not well on, yes, Wednesday. So we learned that we can use on with day of the week. Julie was not well on Wednesday. Now see the fourth one. I was born in 2002 noon, 2nd January 2002. Which is the answer, children? The answer is A. I was born in 2002. So we learned that we can use in with year. The school does not open on May night Sundays. Which is the answer? The answer is Sundays. So we learned that we can use on with day of the week. The school does not open on Sundays. See the sixth one. Can you come at next week, day after tomorrow, 6 o'clock in the morning? Which is the answer, children? The answer is C. Can you come at 6 o'clock in the morning? So we learned that we can use at with clock time, 6 o'clock in the morning. See the seventh one. Shakira will be in Chennai for a week, 12 o'clock Friday. Which is the answer? Which is the answer, children? The answer is A. Shakira will be in Chennai for a week. So we can use for to say about how long does an action sustain. So this is the right answer. Shakira will be in Chennai for a week. Now see the last one. Jasmine visited me on 2015 Winter Wednesday. Which is the right answer? Yes, we learned that we can use on with day of the week. Jasmine visited me on Wednesday. Did you understand, children? So we'll read all these sentences once again. Mr. Daniel traveled to Singapore in the summer. The museum closes at 5 p.m. Julie was not well on Wednesday. I was born in 2002. The school does not open on Sundays. Can you come at 6 o'clock in the morning? Shakira will be in Chennai for a week. Jasmine visited me on Wednesday. Did you understand, children? Now, I'll give you a homework. See page number 43, activity C1. You have a homework here. Read the words and phrases below and list them under the correct prepositions. So we learned prepositions. Now we have some words here. You have to list these words under the correct prepositions. In page number 44, you have 3 boxes. You have to write the words under these prepositions. Did you understand, children? Now you have one more homework. See page number 45. Fill in the blanks with correct prepositions of time. Choose from the ones given below. So we learned prepositions of time. You have 5 sentences here. You have to choose the correct preposition of time and fill in these blanks. Did you understand, children? Once you do these homeworks, take a photograph and upload it in school WhatsApp group. See you in next class. Thank you, children.